Right, GYMBROs fam, what is good? Um, yeah, basically just doing an AMA tonight. Like we said last time we did one of these, I think it was about 3 weeks ago. We want to start definitely doing them a bit more often. In terms of weekly, like we're actually going to start doing and hosting Twitter Spaces. We've just employed Mark's part time this week to start, helping out with some things. And definitely we want to build up our Twitter presence. So we're going to start actually just doing some Gym Bros hangouts just on Twitter, as opposed to just like the AMAs and Discord and on top of it, because that's going to help, new people discover us. And if we're doing them a couple of times a week, like with the AMAs, it's not like there's always a good update or, all these new questions every week. That's something that kind of we get built up over a couple of weeks. So I think it's good if we do these, once every 3 weeks or so, but definitely keep tuned for Twitter because we're going to start pumping that up. But yeah, like tonight, we're just going to answer some of the questions in the latest chat, and then probably bring a few of you guys forward and just have some yarns. So, all right, Miz, do you want to go through some questions, bro?
Yep. Let's do it. Yeah, this is just about the clothing line. Is the logo only going to be the graffiti logo?
Oh, that's a good question. So, with the clothing, we're really trying to get some staples in the range that they're not the graffiti logo. So obviously the graffiti logo is really good, marketing and almost representative of like our whole NFT collection, that classic Gym Bros graffiti logo. But a lot of our range, we're doing a very clean GB logo, which we'll show you guys, which is just, super clean stuff that's not like, really out there. It's just really clean gear and like, it's looking amazing. Like we've got the whole range all sorted out and laid out at the moment. We've had some awesome designers, building it all out. And it's one of those things like we could literally show all you guys, but I want to show everyone a lot closer to when we're about to, get the pre-sale live and launching it all on the website, because I don't want you guys to like see it now and then like have that wait period before you can buy it. I really want to just like the week that we're dropping it, just really go hard with it and just shock all you guys and just really surprise all you guys. So, we might share like a couple of like random things, but in terms of like most of the range, we probably want to keep it under wraps until that week of the drop, I'd say.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, we do have like a staple GB logo, which it's an embroidery as well. It's fucking insane, yeah.
Yeah, it's really clean. Like, yeah, we want like the staples to be like clothes that you can pretty much just wear out anytime, casually, like even just like out to dinner and stuff. And then we'll have like some graffiti stuff that you can rock in the gym as well. So sweet. The next one, will you lads be bringing out 2-litre water bottles? Freezy, I'll just throw it back to you on that one as well.
Yeah, so in our first drop, we're not going to have the water bottles. There's obviously such a huge amount of things we can do, like hats, water bottles, lifting straps. I think there's even a question about lifting straps. All the stuff where no doubt we're going to have within the first probably 6 to 12 months of the brand being up and running. But just the first drop, we're not having the water bottles, but probably like the second drop, I'd say would be adding in some things like that and some accessories. But yeah, first drop, just expect we got oversized tees dropping, track pant sets, hoodies, performance tees, performance shorts, track shorts, and like a shit ton of colorways as well. So we've got a pretty big range for this first drop. So yeah, it's all looking fucking amazing. But we're gonna probably drink bottles to come, but not in the first drop.
Yep, well said. Future Gym Bros supplement line. I feel like throwing this back at you again.
You're throwing them at me, Miz. And in regards to the subs, like we can be doing all of that. I believe anyway, with the size of this brand, the way it's building, where we're going, I definitely see that as something that we're not going to like try organize it and add it in now, but definitely not saying no to having our own sub brand, because I believe we're going to get there. Like you've seen so many companies have done that. Like Muscle Nation is probably the most prime example, where they started with all the female clothes and then they go into the male stuff and then they've got the subs come out. But it's not like an all at once thing. It's like getting all the basics right, everything on our roadmap first, and then, with the size we're building this brand, guys, this is a brand we're building for the next 50 years. This isn't just like some pop-up little merch store kind of thing to supplement NFT. This is like, we're trying to fucking take over with this stuff. So yeah, definitely, I think in the future we'll have subs drop in and yeah, just in my personal opinion, and again, like, we're all keen to make it happen if it works, for sure. But yeah, one day, no doubt.
Yeah, it goes that sentiment. Something we'd be super keen to roll out, but obviously we just want to do it right, and yeah, just focus on what we're doing at the moment. Make sure we get that perfect. Kind of touched on this one, deeper dive beyond just clothing, so lifting accessories. Yeah, kind of covered off on that. So down the line, we'll be looking at expanding the range, as much as we can. So potentially, Crow Pit. So what are the profit allocations from future clothing sales, minting, royalties toward the physical gym build? So basically, the gym build is going to be off the mint. So we're not relying on any profit allocations from clothing or from royalties to build the gym. So the gym is going to happen from the mint proceeds. So I guess that answers that question. That's pretty straightforward. Will there be X percentage that goes towards future development? 100%. So just like any brand, like any company, it's there to make profit, and then it's there to reinvest capital to continue to grow. So, I mean, X percentage would just be a large percentage would be reinvested in to continue to grow, especially like clothing. So virtually the entirety of the proceeds from the first drop are going to go back into then expanding and then getting new stock in, for the next drop. So definitely we've got like huge, like Freeze touched on, like expansion of the brand. That's something that we definitely want to do pretty much on all facets. So yeah, the clothing, getting as much exposure with the NFT, getting that floor price up, bringing in revenue from there, and then obviously the gym as well. So I think once we have all those things in place, we're going to be a pretty big brand, especially like locally on the coast. So and then we just see where we go from there. So I mean, you guys will be on board for that entire journey. So you'll be seeing exactly what we're doing. You'll be part of it. One from Don Jones. GYMBRO holders to help build the gym for potential second rewards program, i.e. help setting up shop and gym to eliminate costs. That's a tough one. Like, what's that saying? Too many chefs spoil the soup. I think that's it. Is that right?
We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it.
I was gonna say, too many hands.
What is it? A lot of hands make light work, but that's the opposite of what I want to say.
Basically, boys, come on down to the GYMBROs gym once we've got the space. We're all just gonna chip in, bring your hammers, bring your nails. We're gonna fucking build it up.
Smoke will be provided.
That's not a bad idea, but I think we're gonna have proper building teams, building out the fit house and doing all that. We've already got some pretty good contacts for that, but yeah, we actually, in terms of like some rewards or something, I know what you're saying, to like keep costs down of doing it, but we should have all the costs completely covered for doing that. But it's possible that we might get some holders who maybe have some skills if they want to come and do some contract work on it or something like that. Amos.
Yeah, definitely with just say murals and stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we've seen some good artists in here. That would be sick.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Just the building's probably going to be going through like a proper, architect, designer, and then you probably just want one building entity or company looking after the build. So yeah, we'll definitely see what we can do to include everyone. When the gym is announced open, will it be 24/7? We were talking about this, that's definitely where we want to get to. And I think most gyms, even one I go to, it's not manned overnight. So yeah, probably, I don't know if it'll be 24/7 the second it opens. It just depends if we have everything in place, like systems and stuff, to manage that, especially if it's a big gym. Maybe we do need it to be manned if there's a huge customer base. So we want to get towards 24/7, but I don't know if it's going to be the second it's announced open. So, expect it to be in the future, I guess, is what I'm saying. When is your prediction for 100% mint? Woo! Crazy. What were you saying? What were you saying earlier?
Next week, baby. Next week.
Love it.
It's hard to have a prediction on the mints, like as you see with this kind of stuff, it's some days can just, be ticking along slow, and then all of a sudden things just ramp up. And like, here's the thing, from this point forwards, like you guys would have seen last night, we did this announcement where we're offering the incentive of giving back ETH to you guys to be able to stack up some bros between 5,000 and 6,000. We're at a point like we're kind of just been under that 50% minted mark. We're kind of still in that speculative phase, especially because our first lot of utility hasn't come out yet. Obviously, we're seeing so many NFT collections that sell out, and then the same deal, their utility is not out for a while, but it's like, hey, they've already sold out. It doesn't matter if they're building that utility, how long it takes. You might get people in the community dropping in and out, that kind of thing. But yeah, for us, we're kind of like in a point where people are like, oh, is it going to sell out? From who are watching from the outside. If I buy one right now, the clothing hasn't dropped yet. So I think, it's just going to be one of those things that speeds up. If we can get through this next hump, the 5 to 6K, already new people that are coming into the community are like, wow, okay, they're 60% sold out. It's a really, it's downhill from there to get to that 10K. And then, especially in like 3 weeks time, once all the clothing and websites up and running and dropping and, going crazy there, like, again, the fact that then it's like, 60% sold. Oh, that's also only 2,000 away from the gym, them starting all the gym stuff and building out the gym and planning all that and organizing all that. I think it's just going to kind of get, exponentially growing a lot faster. Like I said, in a few weeks, once we've hit the 6K, and then once the utility starts rolling out. So, we can say, oh yeah, we think it'll be sold out by this date based on this week's mints or something, but it's just not how it works. Like it comes and goes in waves, and I've seen so much stuff in the space that, it just all of a sudden just one thing happens, and all of a sudden thousands of people jump in, and so I think we're really going to see that, especially once we get this clothing rolling out, and even with that first free merch drop, as soon as we announce the reveal, and then so that's one thing we're going to reveal before a few weeks before we drop it, and really build up hype, because that first free drop that we're doing, the first free oversized tee, that's going to be we're here to say, like I said, the next 50 years we're building this brand for, like, that's going to be the first ever GYMBROs, NFT exclusive tee that ever dropped. That's like history. So even just showing that, man, I'm really excited for that. And I think that's going to bring in a few mints as well on its own. So so exciting times to come. But yeah, like, we're just in this stage right now, these next few weeks before our utility's like actually out and the website's live, that it's, again, like I said, it's people come in and it's like, oh, are they going to do it? Is it happening? Or like, is this going to sell out? But I think once we get through this next 1,000, it's going to be, all happening from there.
Yeah. I think something to add to as well to that is, when you look at the bigger ecosystem at play here, just regarding crypto and NFTs, we are also going through strange times at the moment where we see a big shift in what the demand is. We've all seen the massive hype projects that come through, but actually don't deliver on their roadmap, on anything that the people kind of bought into. And there's been a big shift in the community of all NFT projects where they're actually doxing more projects. And just because you sold out doesn't actually guarantee anything. Just because you have a lot of hype doesn't guarantee anything. So depending on how that massive ecosystem plays out as well, can also alter and change how things play out for GYMBROs itself and other projects. But as Freeze has just said, it's really unpredictable on how we can try and navigate a deadline and a schedule, when, again, there could be one post, one story, one reel that just absolutely goes viral, and then bang, we're sold out in a couple of days. You just never know.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely agree with that. Like, guys, Mark said, like, we've been talking a lot about the landscape and how much it's just changed these last few months. It's like, honestly, even probably like the last 4 weeks, like 4 weeks ago, the NFT space was completely different. Just in terms of what we're seeing with the expectations, we launched at that time where a few months ago, even you could pay like influencers, and we're kind of in a time where everyone just wanted to own an NFT no matter what. And then we're currently now at a point where I think people are realizing like, yo, like we've seen these collections sell out and go up in value, and then it just like completely dies off like a couple of weeks later when nothing's ready or like nothing's happened. You've seen it a lot in like gaming NFTs where like they're developing games. It's like with ours, it's kind of like a few months of development and processing to get all the clothing line up and running. But there's some of these NFTs, they're like building games, and that shit costs it takes like 16 to 24 months to even get a game up and running, and you're seeing just like the value of these just dropping like crazy because people don't have patience. So again, like like what me and Josh were saying, it's like we care about the sellout obviously, but short term we're just trying to get this utility out as quickly as possible, keep you guys in the community happy and enjoying what we have here, because that translates to like the community we have is something that is a real asset for us. And we've been talking this week like how we can kind of show the world how good the GYMBROs community is, so yeah, it's all just again, we're navigating the space to which is always changing, but we're going in that direction. We're selling bros every day. Some days might be slower, some days might be faster, but we're building out all the back end as fast as we can in terms of the utility and front end. Yeah, we've got Josh on board. He's got some great ideas, and we're really trying to just up some things like getting our Twitter presence up is a big one. So me and him are going to be hosting some Twitter spaces next week, which we can all like hang out in, which will be cool, and hopefully get some new people discovering our collection and our community. So we'll definitely get you guys involved in that. So yeah,
sure. I think one thing is, and we've said this from the start, we have always looked long term with this project. We've never focused on the short term, and we've never really been worried about not selling out, because we are going to be one of those legacy projects that stand amongst the rest in 3 to 5 years' time. And most of these projects that get a lot of hype, sell out, and then drop completely, there's going to be a massacre of projects that don't make it in the next 3 years. And we're doing the things now to make sure we're one of those projects that stand out and stay strong. And that means focusing on you guys as a community and utilizing you guys and actually looking after you, and not just, trying to focus on bringing more people in, but also making sure the guys that we have in you guys, that you guys are being looked after, you guys are enjoying your time. And I think everyone can vouch that this community is unlike any other. Like, it's just being in the chats, it's crazy, and we plan to keep it that way. We plan to just build on that.
Yeah, well said. Well said. I'll just add that too. There was a project I got into, like it was called the Evaverse. I was telling the Freeze about this yesterday. I think I minted that like way back when I was like, it felt like NFTs were so early back then. I think that was like March last year, so it's been a year. And they were like 0.07 ETH or whatever they were. And I minted 5, and they've just been, and they said they were going to bring a game out. But they just died in the water, like not because they weren't making the game, but just because you couldn't really use those NFTs for anything in the meantime. But that game has actually they've actually released it, and it's actually starting to get a pretty big player base. Now those NFTs, even just the floor price is almost at a 6x. And they've dropped like items like hoverboards and these other little turtles and stuff, and they've all gone up as well. So it's like they had that period too where they had no utility, and just the floor just fell out because people, in the NFT space, it's hard to wait, and sit on something while it's not going up. So, but it just goes to show, like, once that utility kicks in and there's like a use for these tokens and these NFTs, then that brings the demand. So luckily for us, we're not too far off our utility. So that'll be kicking in very soon with the clothing and everything else we're doing here. So
yeah, it is hard when you buy something. Like, it's just natural to want to see a return on your money really quick. But building something that's going to last long term, and it's going to change the landscape, it takes time to build those systems up.
Yeah, and you can see it improving, like, just since having Jay on, like, how much better Discord is and how organised it is. It's just about building the team and getting everything, plug in all the holes, so you can keep growing and improving. And then we've got Muck's on now too. So anyway,
let's not forget too, guys, that there is a high majority of people that simply get into NFTs for a quick flip. And when they see a project not doing that, they drop it and they go to the next one where they think they can make a quick buck. Like, there are still a lot of short-term plays in this space, but we're not one of them.
Yeah, 100%,
so true.
100%. It's crazy. Like, that's one thing I've really. It's funny because even like with us and GYMBROs and like the account, even some of the people we've done like promo with at the start, you know, you see these people like preaching about patience and all this kind of stuff, and then they can't even hold like a cryptocurrency for more than like 3 weeks, or an NFT for more than a month. If it hasn't doubled their money, they're like out. And it's just it's crazy. We are in the space where people I mean, I guess it's like we kind of, in terms of our collection, we use that kind of mentality to our advantage in a way to, you know, to help capitalize on when people are, you know, putting more money into things, and you know, like it gets things like us off the ground. But we're actually here building something that's going to be insane, like obviously the clothing brand, but then the freaking gym, you know, that's going to be insane. No NFT collection in the world's ever done that. And it's like, I know we talk about the clothing line a lot. We don't promote the gym as much because ideally we're trying to get more people who aren't in the Gold Coast to be, you know, like if we're really pushing and advertising the gym thing and the membership as the gym access, we don't want all these people in the Gold Coast buying the GYMBROs tokens, the NFTs. If you're from the Gold Coast of Brisbane and you've got them, that's like really good that you're in here. But we're trying to get people from outside of Gold Coast to be able to, you know, buy all the GYMBROs now, so that once the gym's up and running, you know, if you've bought a few GYMBROs, once that floor price is up, because, you know, your bro's essentially a lifetime membership for a gym that actually exists, that's when people, you know, from outside the coast, or even if you're in the coast, if you bought a few of these, that, you know, you're going to hopefully be able to profit off and make your returns there. But gym aside, even with the clothing range that we're building, I really think it's going to be, like, the value from that, I think is going to be, I think it's going to shock quite a lot of people.
Yep, well said. I can't wait for the gym. It's going to be insane.
Man.
Insane for you guys for that floor price, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Let's truck on. Thoughts on having a stand or booth for the Arnold'S? You know much about that, Freezy, just quickly?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, it's not a bad idea. I feel like if we wanted to do something at the Arnold'S, we'd want to be there, not to take part, but to take over. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely.
When is it?
Hey,
when is it?
Next
I'm actually
month.
not too. When is it, Jay?
It's early March, I believe, or
Early
early March.
Oh, it might be too soon for us.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something we could look at moving forward. The next one, or
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think the upcoming one's
Would
probably
be cool.
too soon.
Yeah. GYMBROs have any plans to partner with already established NFT projects?
I mean, it's like, we're not opposed to it. We're not actively seeking it out. I think it's one of those things that, again, if we're doing something with any other NFT, you know, collections, like, what do you mean, Miz, in terms of like cross promo or something like that?
Yeah, I guess promo and sharing utility potentially, like, yeah, just any kind of partnership, I guess, whether it's exposure based, utility based.
Yeah, it's not something we're
something-
opposed to, but we're not like actively seeking it out or anything. You know, we've got enough stuff going on at the moment, but yeah, again, like, you just never know, eh?
Yeah, and it's like the bigger you get too, the more you have access to these bigger projects, you know, as you get bigger. Yeah, so I think in the future, if it's
from our side of things too, we'd have to dox the project as well, because the last thing we want to do is partner up with a project that sounds good that we didn't dox, so then you guys get burns on a project that we suggested. So there'd be a complete doxing system that we'd go through from our end to make sure that if we are partnering with a project, you know, you guys are actually it's actually worthwhile for you guys as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a way to include community in more future decisions? Even if small things such as choosing shirt design stuff, that's definitely something we've discussed doing. Not on this first drop. We obviously just wanted to get like our vision out for the, you know, what these clothes should be, and to represent, you know, what GYMBROs is. But definitely going forward, like, all the feedback we get on that clothing is basically going to come from you guys. You know, whether it's the cut, the colors, you want to see more like designs in terms of like GYMBROs and stuff. 100% we'll be getting heaps of feedback from you guys. So definitely something we'll be doing going forward. If you want a Gymbro from the Lookalike Challenge, choose your names to enter the wheel. Yes, it does. So if you're lucky enough, you could mint, get your bro, get on the wheel, get your 0.07 ETH, buy your new bro, get back on the wheel, spin your name up again,
win again
10 times.
Possible.
Do the math on that. It would be pretty low, but definitely I think there'll be some people that get a couple, in a row.
There's some lucky people in this community, so you never know.
It's true, bro.
Well, you got a 20% chance the first time, and then I guess you just divide that by 5 again. So you got a 4% chance of getting a double, bro. I think that's how math works, guys.
If any of you guys are professional gamblers that always leave Crown up, that would be a prime time to get onto this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, one thing I want to say just quickly here, like we were saying before, the state of the NFT space is it's changed so much these last couple of months, and even just with paid promo of people with big followings, and it's so much less effective now, unless you've actually got someone that's an influencer or someone who's big, unless they're actually kind of actively involved in the community or are an active part in the NFT. We're seeing, man, I've seen so many collections, and we've done it ourselves with a couple of people where you pay someone or you incentivize them or whatever, and they do some shout outs, and the effect of what you think might happen from the promo is, you think, oh, if this guy's doing a post about us, it's going to sell us this many bros. But we've seen some big names, shout out GYMBROs even, and I've seen it with other collections, and then it doesn't even translate to sales. So, one thing we were saying before, you guys as our community, we're so strong. It's really as well up to us to try and just keep spreading the word and trying to involve new people as well. I think me and Mux were saying this week, we really want to just show you guys to show everyone how cool our community is, and really utilize you guys as well. So we're really hoping this next 1,000 bros where we're doing this this promo where you get if you mint a bro, you get a 1 in 5 chance basically of winning ETH back to mint a new bro, so you can be stacking up your bros for this next 1,000 mints. So we definitely want to look after you guys there, and we're really excited for that. So,
and we noticed you guys, we noticed the guys that are most active, the ones that are helping each other out, and Jay's probably the best person that can tell us who's doing that. And we really want to spotlight those members, and with me stepping in and helping with the socials and stuff, I really want to, as Friesman said, I want to show the bigger ecosystem of NFTs just how amazing this community is, and that's putting the spotlight on you guys, because you guys are absolutely amazing, and it's something that we are all going to look back on in a few years' time and just be in awe of, because you guys are just absolutely ridiculous.
100%.
Love it.
Should we bring a couple people up, Miz, to chat, ask questions and stuff?
There's still a few good questions to be trying to smash through.
Yeah, let's just go quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some new ones. That was it, but we got some new ones. So, thoughts on the social catch-up? Yes, we just haven't had time, with the touch game, just with everything going on. But we will go back to the drawing board on that, because it's we say it every time we catch up. We're like, when are we doing this game? But definitely something we're keen on doing. Build from the ground up, or it'll probably be a lease. Yeah, it'll be a lease, so already built. Just got to find the right spot, obviously. Buzz, what is the price point for shirts going to look like? Are they going to be competitive with competition as far as price goes without holding the NFT, or are they going to be relatively pricey? Nah, so they will be competitive. So when you compare the quality to some of the other brands that we're, I guess, competing against, you'll see the price, so that the RRP without the discount is going to be similar. So we're not just jacking up the price, obviously knowing that 50% is going to come off, because we also want people that don't hold bros to buy this, this stuff as well. So we need to be competitive on pricing for everyone, whether you hold a bro or not. So you guys are definitely going to be looked after there with your 50% off. What pieces of clothing are going to be included in the first drop? You may not have been here for the start, but Freeze basically went through it. So Do you want to just smash through the list?
I can read out a bit of a list, but yeah, like we just don't want to show everyone. I want everyone to see the week that we're dropping, for it to be a massive surprise. Like, whoa, they're doing these colors. So, but I'll give you a little overview. We're doing, we got some oversized tees. We got a very clean GB embroidered logo, which we're running on a fair bit of the range. And then we've also got like our graffiti stuff where it's the big, NFT logo print for you guys who are really repping the NFT hub. But we've also, catering, a lot more to people who are just a bit more like subtle, just want to wear that clean stuff where you can just wear it out even to a club. Oh, I was going to say a club, but I don't know how many people go clubbing. Like, I haven't been clubbing in a while, but
I think young people still do, bro. Just not us.
Yeah, I'm
just imagining a meme of some guy with a GYMBROs shirt, like trying to whisper in some chick's ear, like, "Have you heard of GYMBROs?"
Hey,
100%, bro. But yeah, we're dropping oversized tees. We've got I don't know how to describe it, but we've got like sports tanks, but with a bit more of a cut into the chest. We've got like track shorts, basically modeling the V2 track shorts from GYMBROs, if you guys are familiar with them. We're doing some lounge pants, lounge hoodies as well. We got a stringer as well that we're doing. I'm a know that just for all you hardcore bodybuilders out there. Had to drop a stringer in. And we've also got a couple of cool performance items like performance tees, performance shorts, with a bit more of that kind of lycra spandex feel to them. So those are going to be really cool.
Yep, awesome.
And we're dropping socks, boy.
Oh, can't forget the socks.
Yeah, gave a little sneak peek in the Discord the other day. You guys helped choose the styles on them, so that was cool.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, no, well said. I think you covered everything there. So you guys said the first drop's oversized tee. Oversized tees, does this mean there's not going to be incentives? So there will be. So just recently we've kind of been like hinting at it, but they're definitely going to be higher tier drops. Higher tier, well, I guess you'll just call it, you're going to get more gear, right? Per tier. So, and then I guess your follow-up question.
More gear per tier. That sounds great, Miz.
That's a good one. More gear.
Is that what I said? Go me. And then can you elaborate on the verified holder system? So, yeah, so this is definitely something we want to cover off on tonight. So those tier systems are going to be the, basically the, I guess if you wanted to call it like an enhancement pack for the clothing stuff. So you've obviously got your 1 to 4, your 5 to 9, your 10 plus, and your 20 plus. So each of those will be an additional exclusive item from the store or item. So, yeah, we're not going to tell you what those items are yet. And in honesty, we're still working that out because like the logistics of it is it's quite intricate because like you got to look at how many wallets are holding X, and then you got to look at how many pieces of clothing is that going to be? Can you even order that many? If you've got your minimum order quantity, so like. For your wallets that are 10 plus, usually like 200 is your minimum. So can we even order 200 or something? Or less than 200, I mean. So if you can't, then you got to be like, all right, so we're going to get this item and then we're going to have to go screen print it locally, which is something we're going to go and do as well. So yeah, it's a bit intricate, but like we're still working it out. But that's basically how it's going to work. So your tier in Discord is going to relate to what kind of gear you're going to get for each merch drop, clothing drop. Sorry, I shouldn't say merch, should I?
Yeah, do not say merch drop.
We hate merch.
It's a tough one because like we always say this because we're building a clothing range. Whenever I hear the word merch, I hate it because it seems like such shit quality. You just think merch, right. It's like some like guy with 1 million followers just trying to like print the cheapest shirt with their logo on it and like sell it, you know. But like technically the free item we're doing is kind of like a merch drop because like even if you went to a concert or something, you're buying merch, it's kind of like a representative of something as a piece of time or whatever, like this first one is going to be a cool scene of the GYMBROs we're thinking, but it's just representing that very first drop. And then in the second one we do, it's probably going to be something more unique because again, these are going to be items that aren't actively available on the site at any time, so it's like only NFT holders of a certain range of time get these. But we're trying to figure out a better way instead of merch for like these items in particular.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
anyone thinks of anything, let us know.
Yep.
Merch just works, though. It's the word, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
I think Sobi's got a floor price question if you want to touch on that.
Okay. I'm not there yet. Yep. Can you guys share your thoughts on the current floor price situation? Will you be actively looking to raise it in the near future? Yeah, so it's tough with the floor price. Like, you know, we kind of said at the start, like, we just can't get the floor price up until it's sold out because you would just rather mint, you know, than buy a common off the floor. But that's going to change, you know, once our utility comes out. So even like the clothing, if you want to get 50% off, you get to checkout. You want to, you purely want just a discount on the clothes. You're either going to go mint for 0.07 or maybe you can go pick up a bro off the floor. So we're actually going to see a lot of people that go through the store that don't have the NFT. They're probably going to redirect themselves. They're going to have the option obviously to mint, or they can go to OpenSea and possibly get a cheaper one if they're just purely doing it, you know, for the clothing and to get the discount. They might just want to pick one up off the floor.
I think once our utility's up and running, we're going to see the floor, even whether we're sold out or not, I think we're going to see the floor swept up pretty quickly. And then as well, once our utility's up and running, we're going to encourage you guys in the community here to not undersell your bros. Like, obviously, we're seeing some people, again, it's a patience game. Like, there's a few people that might be selling their bros under the floor. Again, everyone's got their own personal reasons for, you know, their financial situations or whatever. They feel like they need to liquidate and try to get some money, or maybe they've overbought into something. Like, you see it all the time, but yeah, I think once our utility's up and running, I think that's not going to be an issue at all.
Yeah, it's just tough now. We're just in that spot, but once the utility's out, like you said, that's going to change. And like, just lastly, like with the gym, so we'll be sold out by the time the gym's completed. So you think about like how many bros, like there's going to be 1,000 members coming in. There's probably a couple thousand, but just say half of those want to get a bro, you know, to get a free membership. Just imagine like all those people ripping through like the floor on OpenSea trying to pick these guys up. And then you start to get noticed as the floor goes up, you know, and GYMBROs kind of gets like noticed by the entire NFT world. People are just going to do it to try and, you know, profit off it. So the gym's going to make that floor price like absolutely smash up. So we'll be definitely making sure if the floor price is low, we'll probably sweep it ourselves. If not, we'll be telling you guys to sweep it if it's low. Coming into that like opening and then advertising for the gym, because that's obviously going to be huge for the floor price. Like you can count any project, count 500 NFTs from their floor and just see like what the price would be, you know, 500 NFTs in. It's actually pretty insane to think about. So I guess we're pretty confident going forward is how we'd sum that up.
Yeah, 100%. Like, obviously, we're just like we've stated before, we're just kind of in like this next month. I just think it's like that awkward point before the utility's up and running, and we're just under the half, you know, the 50% mint. But again, I think even once we're over the 50% mint, coming up towards that 60%, I think that's just going to be huge of just eliminating doubt, because there's a lot of people that are just like on the fence. They're like, oh, are they bringing the utility out? Are they going to sell out? And, you know, yes, we are. So we're going to make it happen. You know, I think it's going to be, in a few months' time, we'll be looking back and be, shit, this is incredible.
Yeah. Getting GYMBROs printed on shirts, definitely something we can do. So stay tuned once we get this drop out of the way. Yeah, cool. I think that's it, guys. So we can probably bring people up. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's get some boys up.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to come and just speak, ask some questions, whatever, you can just put the if you just push the little hands button down at the thing, it should request you to come chill. But yeah, I guess we've answered like a lot of questions and all that tonight. So I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's any requests at the moment, but it's a first, eh? Answered all the questions.
Sweet, good night all.
Yeah, all right. But no,
yeah, that's like a first. There's usually like a huge queue, hey? Like
yeah.
I think because it's Friday night, like we also need to work out like what night you guys would like to do these AMAs. I'm thinking probably through the week's better, hey, because people are just chilling through the week. But Friday, people are obviously quite busy.
Yeah, I agree. I think that kind of like Monday, Tuesday always seems to be a bit of a vibe. We've always had pretty big turnouts on those days. So yeah, I guess moving forward. But yeah, the reason why we just wanted to do this one was, get it up and done, and especially after last night's announcements as well. Just talk about that a little bit more in terms of the wheel spins. And well, it's funny, we've actually answered so many more questions. We didn't end up talking about that too much, but
the wheel spins. Actually, I do just want to say, like, I feel like everyone in here already knows, but like, just with how it works. So you're just posting in FlexiBros, but after the reveal. So, because we obviously want you to post your revealed bros. That's the point of the FlexiBros. So, you don't have to post your time chamber to get on the list. We're probably going to go back and delete all of those time chambers in there just to tidy that feedback up. And then once we reveal, then you put your bros in there, and then Jay will put you on the wheel. So I feel like everyone else needs to know that, not the people here, but
yeah, maybe Miz will do an announcement tomorrow, or like once we've hit this, do an announcement, just like clarifying that. I think because then we can say, the new reveal's live, and then moving forwards to enter on the wheel, you just got to do this.
Yeah. Cool.
If you want to bring them up, we got Big Smoke and Noon.
We'll bring a couple people up, and then I think Miz needs some dinner because he ain't eating his dinner yet.
No, bro, he's fasting. He'll be fine.
Always looking after me, mate.
Big Smoke.
How are we?
How are you going, brother?
Oh, not too bad. Just listening in.
Oh man, nice to hear that voice of yours, bro. I've seen you've been pretty active here in the Discord the last few weeks.
Oh, mate, it's something I'm passionate about. So
yeah, my man.
That sort of leads to the question moving forward. Have you guys thought of like staff plans?
Yeah, in terms of, you mean with the gym? With
the gym, with anything along the way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like our first.
It's still a long road till the 100% mark, but
yeah,
it could be 6 weeks, could be 6 months, but yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, like our main focus with the employment has been employing here with our community and the social, in terms of the online stuff first. But yeah, as our utility rolls out, once we get them up and running, it's not something that we've actually focused on at the moment. So it's just going to be kind of like as we see, we're about to, we're building up the gym and fitting it out. Obviously, at that point, we're going to be looking at staff to, to run it and work in the gym and all that kind of stuff. And in terms of with our clothing line as well, we've got a big logistics fulfillment company, which we've been working with. So they're all employed, they've all got their employees. So it's not like we're trying to build out our own fulfillment. So we're covered there. But yeah, in terms of like, once we get the gym up and running, that's something we'll be looking into as we're building it out for sure.
Yeah, we could.
You saying you want a job, bro? You want to be in there on the reception, eh?
Oh, mate, you won't have a problem, man.
You'd a muscle too. You'd a bouncer.
Yeah, we need a bouncer, right?
I'll do everything.
Hell yeah.
He's got to check their OpenSea wallets and shit just to make sure they actually got a gym, bro.
Yeah.
Through the idea.
Won't be no QR codes for vaccination passes. It'll be QR codes for wallet addresses.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you for answering that one, boys.
No worries, brother.
Man. Good to hear from you.
Being part of the community, bro. We've been enjoying the chats the last few weeks.
I've been enjoying it too. Now, just if only a few more people would listen to me. But,
you're on the stage now. They'll come find you now.
That's it. All right. Thank you, boys.
All right. See you later, brother. Have a good night, eh?
You too.
Big Noons.
Yeah, boys. How we doing?
Good, brother.
Good, man. Loving that, bro.
Oh, man. 4541. Shout out to Freezy.
Yeah, boy.
Oh wait, is this the you minted him from last?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago
last
in the
one,
AMA,
right?
man. That's the one I got.
Yeah, gotcha. Awesome, man. How lucky, bro. What the fuck?
Was this the one when I sent you a GYMBRO?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit, that's so sick to see. Fuck yeah, bro. That's lit.
Yeah, fuck. Everyone at work like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that in your profile picture? I was like, it's a GYMBRO? And they're like, what's that? And I'm like, fucking, just come here, sit down, and I'll fucking tell you.
I took him to school. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. But like Big Smoke said, man, people don't listen. They're like, "Oh, what do you mean? Like, where's the gym? Like, what? How?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, just fucking join the Discord. They'll grab you by the hand. They'll tell you everything you need to know. And all you need to know is if you don't have a gym bro now, then we can't be friends.
I love it, bro. I mean, it's one of those things. You can be annoyed about it, like people not entertaining it or thinking it's like a silly JPEG or all the stuff we hear. But like these are the same people that if you're not paying attention to what's happening or getting involved early in things, you're going to be the one that doesn't have the benefits. When it's all up and running, and in the next 6 months or whatever, when time tells the story. So. It's I feel the same too, bro. It's like, but it's cool because like we're all here, we all know, we're all on the mission, we understand, and that's what makes us a great community, And it's like if someone's too maybe like arrogant to hear about it or give it a chance or whatever, it's them that misses out. But it's like that's the thing in life, bro. You can't always convince everyone, and you don't need to as well. So if someone wants, like I love when people are like just got that curiosity about it, and that's when you tell them and they're like, well, that's awesome. I actually want to be a part of that. And then, you tell some other people and they'll be like, oh, yeah. But, hey, they're the ones that miss out, bro. So,
hey, more bros for us. I'm happy with that.
That's it, bro. Yeah, you just keep stacking, eh?
Hey, that's it. I might even get the broom out, sweep the floor, get a couple bros in there, move up a few tiers.
Yeah, boy.
Love it.
Oh,
He's coming for that whale, bro.
Hey, look nice next to Bro 4541.
I love
That's how I identify
bro,
now.
4541.
That's how I identify now. It's not Big Noons anymore. It's just Bro 4541.
Yeah, you gotta change the Discord name to Pro 4451, is it?
Change it on all my identification. It's my legal title now.
Hell yeah, boy. Yeah.
No, I appreciate it heaps though, boys. Like it's fucking sick. It's so cool to like have a bro and like yeah. And like even if people are just like slightly curious about NFTs now, just like point them to this community because that's how I got involved in it. And like my wallet's got like 6 NFTs in it now. 1 rug pull, which sucks dick, but the other 5 are looking crispy.
Hell yeah, bro. That's the way. And, like, just wait till all our utilities rolling out. That's when it's going to be just fucking epic. So, yeah, bro, we appreciate you being a part of the community, man. And, just keeping the positive vibes and still trying to, share the word of Bro 4451 to the people in your life.
Almost like a door knocker. Do you have a moment to talk about NFTs? Yeah, go door knocking every Saturday. Have you heard of GYMBROs?
Not a bad idea. We might need to get a fleet on foot with some flyers, eh?
Yeah, Big Noons, Big Smoke. I'm sure we'll be on it too.
Fuck yeah, the dynamic duo.
Yeah, get the big boys on it.
Hey, that's it. The Big Noons, Big Smokes.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
That'd be sick. No, I'm heaps keen for this utility. All these AMAs just make me more hyped to fucking watch this thing sell out and watch everyone, get FOMO and be like, fuck, I want your bro, I'll give you, 6 ETH. And I'll be like, oh, I'll make it 7 and I'll think about it.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because we're going to be in a time, in the future when that's actually happening. Like I genuinely believe to the core of my soul that in a couple of years' time, the prices on these GYMBROs are going to shock just so many people, with what we're doing with it. So even just the fact we're going to be let alone the utility of the gym, just the fact we're the first ever NFT collection to ever build a gym, that in itself is history. That's insane, like it's one of them things like, people will be talking about it after the fact, and that's when, we all reap the rewards of that. So yeah, just want to, just say shout out to the community. You guys know if you're here, so, we're doing it.
Going to be insane, but it's also going to be a sad day when there's no GYMBROs left to be minted and emerge from those hyperbolic chambers.
Yeah, I know. I think about that all the time. It's going to be like, it's crazy. Like, well, there will be a day where the hyperbolic time chambers aren't, there's no reveals anymore, so yeah, but
we're going to have to find like gym sisters or something, or gym babies, gym dogs, something.
Yeah, well,
there's going to be another collection somewhere.
The queens are coming for the airdrop,
true.
The free claims, yeah. So, but yeah, bro, that's
Damn, I just put a downer on the whole AMA. Sorry, fellas.
That's sweet, bro. yeah, this is what it's about. It's just chatting and chilling with you guys. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, like we just wanted to answer some questions, talk about this announcement, this wheel spin, stuff like that. But yeah, moving forward next week, guys, even just like these hangouts, because we just enjoy hanging out with you guys. We're gonna host some on Twitter next week. So me and Mux are gonna organize these. And just come up with some topics, even if it's just like, just the community hanging out, but we're doing it publicly on Twitter. We've all got our, GYMBRO photos in the spaces, and just getting some more people, discovering us in our community. And we're just going to talk about, different things. Like we might set the stage, Mux, with like, talking about training or something like that. It doesn't have to be full NFT chat, but we want to show the world our community, and definitely hit that Twitter,
Like I said, don't come to show up, you come to take over.
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah, that's the thing. So, yeah, me and Mux are going to be organising that. So, stay tuned for next week, and we'll be doing it.
Yeah, that'd be clean too. Especially like it looks sick in the Discord. Like everyone's got their like bros, like their favorite bros up on there as their profile pics, and even like Instagram when all the comments come up and everything. So I imagine on the Twitter space it's going to look fucking insane.
Yeah.
All right, better let Miz go and have his dinner. Thanks for chatting, boys.
Hey, no worries.
Thanks, brother.
Miz has got to eat.
Yeah, Miz got to
The
eat.
community looks after you, Miz. They're looking after you.
I know. I love them. Thank you, dudes.
That's all right, brother. Have a good night, boys. Thanks for having us on again.
Yeah, no worries, brother. Have a good one,
You too.
All right,
Yes.
Before we wrap it up, just a quick touch on the Twitter Spaces as well. So, just for the guys that are listening now, Twitter Spaces are not going to be filled with updates or serious conversations. Like we're going to be touching soft topics that surround GYMBROs. So, as Friesman said before, it could be training, it could be diets, it could be just equipment that we all use, could be our favorite supplements. Like these topics are just going to be ones where we can get everyone involved, and we're not going to totally just abandon the NFT. Like there will be chats around that because we want to obviously bring in a broader audience, but don't feel that there's not a place for you guys to come in. It's just going to be a nice chill space to come and get to know us a bit more. Come talk to us. If you've got questions, surrounding some training and stuff like that. If we get the right people in the spaces, we've got some real talented people in our community, and I'm sure we're all here to look after each other and help one another. So the space is going to be really, really good space for anyone to come chill and just get more involved.
Yeah, 100%.
Shit, yeah.
We'll announce them in the Discord too when we're doing them, so you guys can all jump in, and looking forward to it. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
All right, fam. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. As always, any questions ever, just, chuck them up in our general chat or whatever. If you got any questions, hit up JSerm. Don't just like use him to ask like a million billion questions as well. If it's something that we've already addressed.
Or do that.
Or do it. We know he loves it. He's like, I'm out.
He's quiet. He doesn't want to power.
No, very quiet. But fam, let's as always just keep the vibes high, keep spreading the word, and I think this next 1,000 minutes is gonna, it's gonna be pretty damn cool to see once we start doing these reveals every 100 bros and getting you guys on the wheel and spinning that wheel every time it reveals. 20 spins, 20 frickin' spins, and so you've got a 1 in 5 chance if you mint one bro out of each 100 to get money back to be able to mint another bro for free, basically. So we're definitely excited for that. So bring on the next couple of weeks. Keen as.
Awesome.
Right, fam.
Good stuff, team. Thanks, everybody.
Well done, people.
We'll see you in the Discord.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
See ya.
Have a good weekend.